Brian Icenhower, and I am here today with Jillian Bos. Jillian, thanks for coming on the show today.
My pleasure.
Awesome. Hey, Jillian, I've had the pleasure of working with for about 8 years. In that time, she has become the #1 luxury real estate agent in Central California, and she's also been a Realtor Magazine 30 Under 30 finalist. A lot of success, and I asked Jillian to come on with us today because I wanted to explain her real estate investment plan, and this is kind of neat. It's kind of a two-pronged plan where she herself has instituted this plan. I remember the inception of the plan a long time ago, and now we're getting well into it, and how it's created quite an amazing investment plan for her and her family, in addition to how she has utilized that plan to help her clients succeed with their financial goals as well. So it's really neat how this works both ways. So I really wanted her to share that with you guys because I think it's going to benefit a lot of you too. So Jillian, why don't you explain to them how this investment plan works?
Okay, so it's very simple actually. About 3 or 4 years ago, I attended a training, and there was an agent who was talking about, her investment plan, and she shared it with me, and I thought I really liked that. There were a lot of things I liked about her plan, and so I used it to adopt my own. And how I did it was I purchased investment property number 1.
Okay.
And then after a few more months, I purchased investment property number 2. And what I do is I take the nets that I get from the rental income out of both of those properties, and I just roll it into investment property number 1 to make an increased payment every single month on investment property number 1. Well, over the course of the last few years, I've accumulated a few more investment properties. And so now I have a total of 7 right now, working on number 8. And I take the nets from all of them and make an increased payment from all the rental income onto investment property number 1. So rental property number 1 will be paid off for me in 3.5 years.
Right. So each year, and I think initially it started as a goal of buying 1 investment property a year. Like
Yes.
you kind of forced yourself, like
Yeah, that's how it started.
So you kind of have to force yourself to buy one every year because
Yes.
you want to buy other things, or you want to stockpile money, that type of thing.
Right.
So you were saying, I'm going to buy 1 a year, which you pretty much stuck to. And we were just talking about it the other day, like you have to hurry up, buy 1 right now to stay on your plan. Yeah. So all of a sudden you got to forcibly find 8, right?
Yes.
So as you buy these, you buy 1, and then you buy 2, then you buy 3. You take all of the net rental amounts from the year, and you apply those to an increased down payment. So we start paying down and paying off that first rental faster.
Yes.
Right? And as you keep buying, pretty soon that's going to get paid off here, like you said, and then we can rapidly start paying off all of the net rents into rental number 2.
Exactly right.
So, because especially if once 1 is paid off, all the rental income is just pure net income. That income starts dumping into 2. So this is actually offset from your real estate sales business.
Yes, it is.
It just pays for itself.
Exactly.
Right. So basically you're running your real estate sales business, and these things start paying each other off. You just have to actually put the initial down payment to buy the first
Exactly.
one. That is amazing. And I think depending on the different markets out there, you've got people in different price points, different rental amount points. That's going to vary a little bit how much you put down, how much your monthly rental income is going to be, but it really does work in every single market this way.
Yes, it can. Or if it doesn't work in your market for whatever reason, then you can, identify a market where it will work. For example, it does happen to work very well in our local market here.
Sure.
So.
And yeah, and I think the key is, can we get positive monthly cash flow out of our rentals? And if you can in your area, then we want to make sure we find an area nearby or somewhere that we can and start investing.
Yes.
Now, how did you turn this around and start helping your clients with it?
Well, I'm a big believer in when you help someone else succeed, you will succeed. And it's very true, especially with this investment plan. So I shared this investment plan with some of my clients, some of my friends, some of my family members even. And just to break it down and show them how simple it is to get an investment plan in place, very quickly they jumped on board. And so, when you help somebody create an investment plan for themselves and for their family, you've got their loyalty and you've got their business for life.
Yeah, it's
worked really well.
It's kind of easy too. If you actually show them your portfolio and say, here is what I've done,
yes,
you become testimony in your belief in the system, and it gives them confidence.
Exactly.
They want to too. I can't imagine how many real estate agents are saying, okay, here's a 34-year-old real estate agent that already has acquired 7 rentals, about to get 8, and is in starting to get them rapidly paid down. You're 34 years old. By the time you're 44 years old, you're likely to have 10 paid off rentals, and you're deciding whether you want to start doing 11, 12, or buying 2 a year or 3 a year. It's because as we pay off more and more, these things are going to start getting paid off very fast.
It's a snowball effect. It starts slowly, but then it happens suddenly.
Right.
And also, it's a relatively easy sell to your clients, because when you're doing it yourself, then you're not having to sell them so hard on it. If you're doing it for yourself, if you believe in it, they're going to see that, they're going to feel that, and it's a win-win all the way around.
And from a purely productivity standpoint, which is how I tend to lean, what's going to end up happening is every year you've got all these people that we can reach out to say, hey, we got to get that next rental property. I mean, you have set clients every single year that need to keep buying rentals. You're almost holding them accountable to stick to their plan.
Definitely.
So they're constantly buying, and quite frankly, if you keep showing how yours is working and they start seeing, you've got clients for life.
Yes.
You're setting up their retirement for them, which is amazing. And at your age, I mean, all you can start retiring at 45, 50 years old, which is amazing.
Well, and I've had some start it for their kids too. I mean, depending on what your situation is.
Yeah, I mean, you could actually, if you get a $250,000 house paid off in 10 years and your kid's 5 years old, he's 15, you got a $250,000 asset, you just got college paid for.
Exactly.
With one rental.
Exactly.
You can have a rental per kid. It's amazing. So I actually really, really appreciate you sharing this with everybody
today.
My
pleasure,
Jillian. It's really awesome. So congratulations on the success. Can't wait to see you get out to 10 and see what happens next.
Same here.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.